All right, here we go. We pull a 4 out. We pull the 4 out, and what's left underneath? X squared plus 2x plus 1. Some people think it goes away, right? Remember, you're dividing by 4, dividing by 4, dividing by 4. 4 over 4 is 1, not 0. What's easier about this trinomial inside now than before? What's easy about it now? A is 1, right? It's a lot easier when A is 1. I pull that GCF out, it got a lot easier to factor, right? Because I only have one choice. 4 goes here, X and X goes here. What are my signs? Plus and plus. And what's the only choice I have for those blanks? 1 and 1. 1 goes there and 1 goes there. Is equal to 0. X equals what? Negative 1, negative 1. And you're done. Okay? Is that easy? Can you check that problem? No, all you got to do is take a negative 1 and stick it there, there, and there. And see if you get 47 equals 47. 13 equals 13. If you get a true statement.
And we can put a 4 and then the x squared plus 2x. It can be either one of them.
I'm sorry, I'm not following you. You pulled the 4 out. The 4 goes away.
The third one that you did was that finishing up the problem.
That's it all the way factored. Right? That's all the way factored. That's the next step where you solve. I set that equal to 0 and I set that equal to 0 and I got x equals negative 1. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, good question. All right, we're going to do one more. I know you're getting antsy. I know you're ready to try some on your own. We're going to do one more. One more. Stay with me. Don't. All right, let's try this. 3x squared minus 10x plus 3 is equal to 0. You see equal to 0, what are you thinking? Solve. Solve, right? X equals a number. That better be your answer. All right? What are your, what's your first step of factoring? GCF. Is there a GCF in this problem? No. 3, 10, and 3, there's no GCF. What is the only thing that can go in these first blanks? 3x and x. That's the only thing in the universe that gives me 3x squared. Right? What do my signs have to be?
Negative and negative.
It's frustrating when somebody comes up or they ask for extra help and they haven't gotten this far. This is locked in stone. It can't be anything other than this. In the second blanks, we have a choice. What is the only two things that we have two choices. What are they? 1 and 3 and 3 and 1. One of those has got to work. If neither one of those works, then what's the answer? Prime. Well, we shouldn't have prime with these. But if it was just factoring and it was like that, if neither one of these worked, the answer would be prime. Okay? So, let's try them. Let's stick a 1 in here and a 3 here and see if it works. The outside gives us negative 9x. The inside gives us negative x, which is negative 10x. Did it work? Yeah, so we plugged in and it just happened to work. We could have thought a little bit and we could have said, ooh, 3 times 3 is going to be 9 and 1 times x is going to be x. 9 and 1 make 10 and that's what I'm shooting for. So we could have thought about it a little harder. But we only had 2 choices. One of those 2 choices had to work. Okay, are we done? No, we got to finish it out, right? Because it's equal to 0. We've got to finish it. 3x minus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 3 is equal to 0. X equals 1/3. X equals 3. And I'm done. Questions on how I got 1/3? Anybody not see how I got 1/3?
I thought why wouldn't you do negative 1/3? Because you have the negative 1.
Because you added another side.
When I add it, to get it to the other side, it turns into being positive.
Alright.
Okay? Anybody else? Anybody else? This is just what we did yesterday, except for now you're going to have numbers there. You're going to have to, you're going to end up with some fractions every now and then. Okay? Questions? To review, if I would have pulled out a GCF, let's just say 6 there, what happens to the 6? It goes away. However, if I was just factoring, if I was doing this exact same problem and it was just factoring, and I pulled the 6 out, is 6 part of the answer? Yes, it is. Don't forget the GCF when you write down the answer. All right. 1/3, and positive 3. Positive 1/3 and positive 3. All right, let's get your workbook out, and let's practice a few problems out of your workbook. Page 85. Everybody get your workbook out. Page 85. I'm going to do number 1 for you. Page 85 in your workbook. 2x squared. 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. Directions say fact. You ought to be jumping up and down to this problem. This problem is easy. 85. Page 85 in your workbook. Why is this problem easy? Right? You know that you got 2x and x. Right? Because that's all it can be. You know your signs. What do your signs have to be? Plus and plus. Then you only have one other choice for the second blanks. What do your two blanks have to be? Either 1 and 2 or what? 2 and 1. Why? Because 2 is a prime number, right? It only has one factor. 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. That's it. So which one works out? 1 and 2. The outside gives us 4x. The inside gives us x. And we end up with 5x. So it checks. This is your final answer. Number 1. I worked out number 1 for you. All right. I'm going to let you continue. 2 through 27. Now at your desk. I am going to let you work with a partner. So if you want to work with a partner and pull your desk together as long as you're working. If you want to get up and work a problem out on the board, I'll help you. I'll say, no, you didn't do this right, or no, you didn't do that right. If you want to come up and ask me a question, I'll be happy to do that too. Okay? But you can work with a partner on this assignment. Any questions? Anybody have any questions? All right. Move your desk and get busy.